More than 1 million Black Americans served in the U.S. military during World War II. They lived in segregation, both at home and in service. Black troops were mostly given support roles like loading ammunition, building roads, digging ditches. But the Black Panthers Battalion, the 761st, fought with distinction under General Patton. The Tuskegee Airmen protected American bombers with such precision that some squadrons saw a significant drop in casualties when escorted by these elite Black pilots. Yet, despite their stellar performance, Black soldiers were often denied recognition and promotions. Black soldiers faced racism from the American military and from the Nazis. If they were captured by the Germans, they could be executed right then and there. Of course, they were Nazis, so what did you expect? But they could also be sent to concentration camps where they were subjected to really cruel medical experiments and brutal labor and starvation. Black women contributed to the war effort stateside to replace the soldiers that were away at war. Some worked in factories as part of the Rosie the Riveter campaign, but they were often relegated to the lowest paying, dirtiest, most dangerous jobs, but they did it. The 6888 Central Postal Directory Battalion was the only all-Black, all-female unit deployed overseas. They processed backlogged mail under grueling conditions like extreme temperatures and extreme pressure to process 17 million pieces of mail that had been sitting around for years, creating a significant morale problem with the soldiers who weren't hearing from home. These women worked around the clock in shifts and were expected to finish this job in 6 months. They finished it in 3. And the 6888 was not honored until about 8 decades later. White veterans returned home to parades and honors, while Black veterans returned to Jim Crow laws and racial terrorism. Some Black veterans were beaten for wearing their medals in public, the medals they earned and deserved. Others were lynched in their service uniforms. Check out an earlier video I posted about how they didn't get the GI Bill benefits owed to them, but that white soldiers got. White politicians and newspapers said at the time that Black veterans were a threat to our way of life. They came home with work skills, and they'd had the experience of spending time in European cities where they were given some respect, and they wanted that at home, so people called Black veterans uppity. Others warned that military training had made them too confident, so they were harassed by police and off-duty soldiers. White friends, many of our Black neighbors know most of the stories that I tell here, but if you are curious and you want to help spread the word about what we were never taught, please share this video with one other white person. One share shows you care about setting the record straight. Get curious.